y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, everybody out there. It's the Negro Rocker Podcast coming at you.
Right is right, wrong is wrong, though. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed it at first, but I was like, okay, maybe that's just no big deal, whatever.
And I get that part too, but hey, we still calling it that part. Take ownership of that shit. Go get help and, seek help for that shit and, kind of correct your
They're politicking, rapping, shooting the breeze, trying to holler at a dame. Hope, get something together for the weekend, whatever.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
It would be the volume of the conversations, though. It would be, but I'm boisterous. You know what I'm saying? We get up in there and we start doing us.
Just loud. Niggas just loud.
Mr. Tanahashi Coates, in your article, The Case for Reparations, you state 250 years of slavery, 90 years of Jim Crow, 60 years of separate but equal, 35 years of racist housing policies. Until we reckon with our compounding moral debts, America will never be whole. Why should the federal government bear responsibility for economic and social damages to the descendants of the enslaved?
I think the most obvious reason is because the federal government is complicit in it. It is impossible to imagine America without the inheritance of slavery. As historian Ed Baptist has written, enslavement, quote, shaped every crucial aspect of the economy and politics of America, so that by 1836, more than 600 million, or almost half of the economic activity in the United States derived directly or indirectly from the cotton produced by the million-odd slaves. Yesterday, when asked about reparations, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell offered a familiar reply. America should not be held liable for something that happened 150 years ago, since none of us currently alive are responsible. This rebuttal proffers a strange theory of governance, that American accounts are somehow bound by the lifetime of its generations. But well into this century, the United States was still paying out pensions to the heirs of Civil War soldiers. We honor treaties that date back some 200 years, despite no one being alive who signed those treaties. Many of us would love to be taxed for the things we are solely and individually responsible for. But we are American citizens, and thus bound to a collective enterprise that extends beyond our individual and personal reach. It would seem ridiculous to dispute invocations of the founders or the greatest generation on the basis of a lack of membership in either group. And so for a century after the Civil War, black people were subjected to a relentless campaign of terror, a campaign that extended well into the lifetime of Majority Leader McConnell. It is tempting to divorce this modern campaign of terror, of plunder, from enslavement. But the logic of enslavement, of white supremacy, respects no such borders. And the god of bondage was lustful and begat many heirs. Coup d'etats and convict leasing, vagrancy laws and debt peonage, redlining and racist GI bills, poll taxes and state-sponsored terrorism. We grant that Mr. McConnell was not alive for Appomattox, but he was alive for the electrocution of George Stinney. He was alive for the blinding of Isaac Woodward. He was alive to witness kleptocracy in his native Alabama and a regime premised on electoral theft. Majority Leader McConnell cited civil rights legislation yesterday, as well he should, because he was alive to witness the harassment, jailing, and betrayal of those responsible for that legislation by a government sworn to protect them. He was alive for the redlining of Chicago and the looting of black homeowners of some $4 billion. Victims of that plunder are very much alive today. I am sure they'd love a word with the Majority Leader.
Damn, I don't even know if I can intro after that, boy. Ooh, powerful. Hey, y'all, what's going on? Negro Rockin' Podcast, I-70 Connect. We back in the house. I'm the KC Stewart. I got my homies on the line with me. I got 10 meters. I got my homeboy Joe Jeff, half of the Brothers of Doom. What's going on, fellas?
What up? What's going on?
What up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, strong intro, man. Thanks for suggesting that, Joe. But yeah, Ta-Nehisi Coates, man. I don't know if y'all up on him or read him. He every once again he blesses us with some articles. When he writes, he used to write for the Atlantic, I believe, and the Washington Post. A lot of different newspapers out there. He has a couple of books. His most noted one, Between the World and Me, came out a few years back. So if you like what he had to say, definitely give that a listen, man. It shines a lot of light on the bullshit reasons why people try to give for not even suggesting or considering reparations for the descendants of slaves. Yeah.
At the same time, wanting to get rid of affirmative action.
Yeah. At the same damn time. And it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, I really like the part because people say, well, that was years ago, no one's alive. And just simply saying, well, what about these treaties that we still honor? No one was alive when we signed that. Mm-hmm. What about the fact that there were still, like, descendants from of Civil War soldiers of the South who were given money?
Receiving pensions. That sounds a lot like a reparation.
It does sound like a reparation for some traitorous ass soldiers. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I mean, yeah. I like that dude, so I really like him. Whenever I hear him speak, man, it's just like, damn. What have I done with my life? I need to read more. But yeah, we back in the house, y'all. We took a weekend off, Father's Day weekend off. Give Dad time to ice his knees, and it's funny because on Father's Day, you never really get a day off. You either cooking, taking the kids somewhere, or doing something crazy. And it was a little bit of both for me.
But yeah, pretty much the same. But having the kids with me is enough. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and I know Big Ann, I know not a father, but definitely was here, was hanging out with two of my little ones, and Ellis and Grant really love them. So I appreciate you, dog. You've always the gentle giant with my little boy, so I appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem, man. I love them too.
Yeah. I
love them if they were my own, man. For real. Real talk.
Back up just a little bit. You coming in loud.
Man, I'm away. I'm damn near away from my computer, man.
Man, you coming in good. I swear. It's like Ellis say loud. Loud.
Hey.
Let me.
Did you leave the squeaky chair at home?
Yeah, the squeaky chair's at home.
It's down in the basement. we didn't tape it up. Me and ABA didn't taped it up.
Okay.
Let's do our little quick catch up. So what's going on, Tim? What's going on with you, man?
I had a bit of a shocker come this weekend, and I don't mind telling y'all. I don't mind telling our listeners and everything because I feel like our listeners is family. I did 3 days on my first assignment here, and I'm in Grand Rapids right now. But first 3 days, man, and I think everything was going smooth. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit, normal quirks that you do when you first week of anybody's job. You have like little hiccups, but nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing that would cause harm to a patient.
Yeah.
Nothing that would, cost money to a facility. And it's just, trying to get a familiar feel with, each physician because each physician does things differently.
Yep.
Well, with that being said, Wednesday, they terminated my contract. So I'll be heading back to KC as of Sunday night.
Right.
I should be there by Sunday night.
Okay.
And, yeah. So the reason that they gave was the amount of time that they would take to show me or to quote unquote train me to do what the physicians want or whatever, I should have already known. That's the excuse that they gave me. But in my defense, I never met these physicians the day before, before starting my rotation, before starting my job. And this is also the first time. They also know that this is my first assignment. Right. And they also know that this is my first time ever in Michigan. So they do things differently up here. That hospital does things differently from any hospital I have been in. And apparently they didn't see that I was a fit for their organization. So needless to say, they terminated my contract, and I'll be heading home this week.
And that's crazy to me, because it's like, especially in with EP or any scrub position, I mean, it usually takes at least 2 to 3 like good scrubs to learn a physician's flow, and even then they change their setup and workflow periodically.
Yeah,
so that's crazy.
Yeah, and I had in my during my 3 days, I had 3 different doctors. Okay, right. And they did the same type of cases. All 3 of them did differently.
Right. I mean, even our hospital, we have 4 physicians that come in to do the same case, and they all have a different setup.
Right.
So I mean,
correct.
It's just crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear about. I mean, sorry, but my man coming home. So
yeah,
that part good. But I don't like you coming home like that though. So But like we said, hey, just say the word. I'll be in Lacqueretti's ear.
Hey, a man got a can.
What? Yeah. Anthony coming back home?
Well.
All right.
Well, how did he get canned? What did he do? Did he try to kill a patient?
I'd be like, nah, he was in the closet with some white woman up north.
Yeah, basically.
Hide the white women. All right. Hey, what's going on, Joe? What's going on with you, pimp?
Oh, man, trying to stay busy.
Yeah?
Trying to stay busy. Working out with some kids, doing a little summer running. Been doing a little subbing. I think today was the last day I'm probably going to sub for summer school. It's going to be over next week anyway.
Right.
So just trying to figure out how I'm going to spend the rest of the summer.
I feel you. Mm-hmm. I mean, we need bodies in our lab. I can show you which buttons to push and when to push them.
I say, bodies in your lab. What you need, another cadaver, nigga?
Nah. We need somebody. We need somebody to come on pacing, dog. Cause we shout. Hey, because I'm trying to be better about saying names on the podcast. But Anthony, dog, you should. I ain't saying his name. Don't you say his name either. But our fearless leader, you should have seen him scrubbing that case yesterday, boy. Woo.
Really?
He was plugging stuff up in the wrong hole, and I was like, I got to say at my job in a professional manner, that's the wrong hole, and it not be sexual, and it made me giggle. I don't know why. It's just
That's not it.
That's not it. The thing is, when it's Thursday and you already got 40 plus hours of work, you tend to get a little loopy. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. Yes, you do.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I hope you find something to keep you occupied. Idle hands and the devil and all that good stuff like that. What's this?
Idle mind.
Huh?
But okay.
So what?
I thought it was idle mind. Idle mind.
Idle hands do the devil's work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Idle hands.
Okay.
Idle hands are the tool of the devil.
Okay.
Idle mind, idle hand. Either way. I mean, 2 weeks ago we were talking about fear of thy parents and we debated that. So hey. I'm bringing up old shit. I don't care. Anyway, but on this end, it's all good. Same old. little sad. My Grant went to North Carolina with his mom and grandma, so it's like be my first time not being with him for his birthday. So that was a little bittersweet, but hope he has a good time. He was very excited. He's always has a good time when he's with his Gigi, his grandma. So that's cool. And Ellis, this will be his first time to the beach. So very excited for him. Just sorry I won't be there to see it, but very excited. But outside of that, everything's pretty good. Everything's been pretty copacetic here in the great state of Missouri. In I guess, are we in South Kansas City still? Yeah, South Kansas City. All right, though. So with all that said, everybody's living good, eating good, doing the right thing for the most part. Let's move on with the show.
Okay.
Do it.
So yeah, I've been. I shouldn't. That's a dumb question because in our chat group we have been following our illustrious Trump administration, and supposedly they don't. I mean, well, I guess it's two things here. They're using the notorious AOC, the spokeslady, or she sent it. The congresswoman from New York, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who not too long ago basically called these migrant child camps what they are, which are concentration camps for the most part, and of course her being a woman of color, and she didn't apologize and she didn't back down. She doubled down, and she doubled down by giving the definition of what a concentration camp is. A lot of people didn't like that. Here we have Department of Homeland Security Chief lashing, quote unquote, lashing out against the accusation. Here's a little brief clip.
People keep dying, and so this is obviously more than a question of resources. Congress has been more than willing to provide the resources and work with you to address the security and humanitarian concerns, but at this point, with 5 kids that have died, 5,000 separated from their families, I feel like, and the evidence is really clear, that this is intentional. It's intentional. It's a policy choice being made on purpose by this administration, and it's cruel and inhumane. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
That's an appalling accusation, and our men and women fight hard to protect people in our custody every single day. We've asked for this resources 3 weeks ago. It hasn't been responded to by Congress, and we've asked for changes in authorities for the last 3 years that would have prevented this from happening.
So, what? This is a different video than I thought it was. Who are they fighting?
That was my first. That was going to be my question.
Who are we fighting to protect?
We're fighting the immigrants, the migrants, or whatever.
If all the people who work for him are doing what they're supposed to do to protect children, why they got to fight to protect the children?
You shouldn't have to, because you should be in a quote unquote safe haven, away from
5,000 kids. 5,000 kids.
5,000 of them, man. 5,000 in a facility that's kind of like a concentration camp, but we're not going to call it a concentration camp because we have a problem with calling it a concentration camp. But
it's definitely an internment camp.
But they're sleeping on concrete and have aluminum blankets over them to try to keep them warm, but that's not, a concentration camp. Because at least they're in a building.
And so when this dude is like, for the last 3 years, we've been trying to get this funding. Mm-hmm. Funded from it's the president and his people who are making these choices. Like the woman, she basically pointed out to said, "Hey, this is a choice being made." And he's like, "We fight very hard to protect the children. For the last 3 years, we've been trying to get funding."
Yeah, but what are you fighting though? What are you fighting for? Are you fighting for?
It's the Republican executive branch fighting hard with the Republican Senate that until recently had to deal with the Republican House. And so, when you have all that opposition.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Wait.
I have another clip that shows how they've been fighting. Hold on, I have another clip. Hold on.
Are you really going to stand up and tell us that being able to sleep isn't a question of safe and sanitary conditions? You can't be safe and sanitary or safe as a human being if you can't sleep. Well, and you said in your briefs it doesn't say anything about sleeping, so therefore there's nothing in here about being able to sleep.
I think the concern there is, Your Honor, the court finding that sleep, for example, falls.
Hold on, man. Which one of you niggas got y'all hand up this lady's ass? She ain't moving her mouth.
That's what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying. I was saying that shit.
Dog, she a Muppet?
Dude, she wasn't moving her fucking lips, dog. She's talking without moving her lips.
Okay.
Man.
Hey, y'all. I know this is an audio podcast. As always, the links will be in the show notes. I'll stop. Let me keep playing.
Relevant to a finding of no safe and sanitary conditions is one thing, but the ultimate conclusion is safe and sanitary is a singular category in the agreement, and it was one has to assume left that way.
Let me tell you something, dog. I love old white women who ain't here for your bullshit. Even furthermore, I love old white women who you can't just come and fire. Because I'm a judge. You got to vote me out. You ain't going to fire me. Dog, she looking at... Dog, oh, man. The only thing that make it better for is an old black woman. That's the only thing that make this better.
Yeah.
Okay, man. I'll keep playing. Because her face is... Dog, her face... If when y'all listen to the show, I want y'all to go to the 42-second mark of this clip. In this woman's face, looking at her as this lady tries to explain this BS. This That's how Brendan looked at me.
Oh, that is classic.
This is how Brendan went. What's up? What you say, Joe?
Like she's trying to figure out. She's probably looking at her like trying to figure out why her lips ain't moving either.
Why your lips ain't moving?
I mean, her lips are like...
Is she probably out here thinking it's probably because this yuck mouth ass bitch over here arguing that toothpaste ain't a part of being sanitary.
Toothpaste ain't part.
Probably because her rotten mouth ain't got none.
She got rotten.
Probably got half a tooth.
She probably like, well, look, we spray them with water. There's no need for them to have soap. The water cleanses their bodies.
Wow.
I haven't washed my. She probably said I haven't washed my legs since 1989. The soap just runs down my body, and that takes care of it, doesn't it?
That takes care of the legs. No, you nasty.
But you said soap. They not trying to give up soap, man.
I don't. No. I'm saying she's saying soap. I'm saying they probably just spray them with hot water, and that's it. Probably got a drain in the middle of the room and just spraying them babies. Man, okay, we got a couple more minutes. I mean, we got a couple more seconds. Here we go.
And not enumerated by the parties because either the parties couldn't reach agreement on how to enumerate that, or that it was left to the agencies to
all these old folks, stop.
My bad. The way fucking Megamind just rolled into the screen, dog. I wasn't ready.
I knew you was gonna say something about a wall.
Hold on, dog. Hold up, dog.
I knew you was gonna say something about me, dog.
Oh, you got the hiccups. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh my God.
I knew you was gonna say something about
it. Oh shit, I'm crying. Okay, I'm gonna play it again, dog. I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Couldn't reach agreement on how to enumerate that, or that it was left to the agencies to determine.
Or it was relatively obvious, and it's at least obvious enough so that if you're putting into a crowded room to sleep on a concrete floor with an aluminum foil blanket on top of them, that doesn't comply with the agreement. I mean, it may be that they don't get super thread counts Egyptian linens. I get that. But the testimony that the district judge believed was it's really cold. In fact, it gets colder when we complain about it being cold. We're supposed to sleep crowded with the lights on all night long. And all you do put us on is the concrete floor with an aluminum blanket. I mean, I understand at some outer boundary there may be some definitional difficulty, but no one would argue that this is secure and sanitary, safe and sanitary.
Which is your strongest argument then?
Like there's hold on. I'm gonna play part two. I'm gonna play part two. Hold on, and then we can move on from this. Oh my God!
You don't get super thread. The testimony that the fact it gets colder when we complain with the light you to put us on as the concrete floor with an aluminum blanket. I mean, I understand at some outer boundary there may be some definitional difficulty, but no one would argue that this is secure and sanitary, safe and sanitary.
Which is your strongest argument then?
Well, I mean, I think what I would go to is when you start enumerating, for example, specific hygiene items, and the way that was done is that the court sort of enumerated these and say these fall under the roof.
She covering her mouth. I know she cussing her out.
Sorry,
in there,
dog.
She cussing her out.
Moving, man.
Her lips. Well, somebody even said here she also talks about moving her lips. But that old white lady's covered her mouth like I can't believe she came here today. Not only is she not prepared, she really here to argue that people don't need basic sanitary items and blankets.
Right.
Okay,
these fall in the category of what could be required.
Again, it wasn't perfume soap, it was soap. It wasn't, high-class milled soap, it was soap.
It's within everybody's common understanding that, if you don't have a toothbrush, if you don't have soap, if you don't have a blanket, it's not safe and sanitary. Well, wouldn't everybody agree to that? Do you agree to that?
Well, I think there's fair reason to find that those things may be part of safe and sanitary.
Are a part. What do you say maybe? You mean there are circumstances when a person doesn't need to have...
I don't know many old white men that say, bitches, you crazy? But he looking at her like, bitches, you crazy?
You crazy? See, right there was an example of why Trump supporters or Trump, the Trump staff or whatever you want to call them, Trumpeteers or whatever, they don't answer direct questions. That was a yes or no.
Because
yes
she knows she knows the answer, but she knows
the answer.
She's been sent here to try to argue a point that can't be argued.
Right.
So let's go.
Basics. Right. That basic sanitation or basic safety will be, how a level of comfort for these kids.
And let's not. I'm gonna finish this, then we'll get back to that. Hold on.
Okay.
A toothbrush, toothpaste, and soap for days.
Well, I think in CBP custody, it's frequently intended to be much shorter term. So it may be that for a shorter term stay in CBP custody, that some of those things may not be required.
Yeah, but I don't think that was the situation that the court was confronting. I mean, it wasn't as though those people were there for 12 hours and then moved on to the Hilton Hotel. No, they were there for a fairly sustained period, and at least according to the evidence that the judge believed, they weren't getting these things for a fairly...
Yeah, and like you pointed out, Joe, she tried to say, "Oh, they was only there for a couple of hours."
No, they were. Go ahead. They were there for days, weeks at a time.
But here's another thing: they're not pointing out that some of these children are like, maybe like 12, 13.
Exactly.
So are we giving young women who are starting their menstrual cycle? Are we giving them feminine hygiene products?
Exactly. No, we're not, because it's not. According to the Trump administration, it's not necessary.
But this y'all president. This
exactly.
I know we said.
I sure the fuck didn't vote for him.
This motherfucker died. This lady really can't. And like I said, man, even if the law specifically said you ain't got to give motherfuckers soap or anything, you be an asshole to follow that law.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why would you?
Yeah. And he's a kid, and I understand.
I mean,
I don't fucking understand.
I know where you're going. I can take
kids though, dog.
I can take an adult who purposely breaks the law even if it's to do the right thing, even if it's to like the betterment of his family. I can see you saying this adult purposely broke the law, but we talking about children who are doing nothing more than coming with their parents. Yes. And you doing this
following
to them?
Their parents, man. And they do, and I mean, they're treating these migrants like shit, man. And but then again, you know, America, you do your poor the same way. I mean, you treat them like shit. You don't give them the basic necessities just to survive.
You know, poor people who don't look stereotypically European white.
Exactly.
You know, man, it's crazy, bro. This is insane. This lady with a law degree who passed her boards in some state, who represents the Department of Justice, went in front of the Court of Appeals to try to make us believe that this is okay. This 2019, bro. This is happening.
Well, this shit, I mean, motherfucker Trump sent, what was Sarah Huckabee Sanders' predecessor's name?
Oh, you talking about the real slimy white dude. I forget his name.
The dude they used to spoof on SNL all the time.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
I can see his face, but he would just come up there and tell blatant lies.
Dude, the first time he came out on the stage, that nigga told us, like, don't believe what your eyes say. This is the most highly attended inauguration. So he came out the bat lying off the top and just telling his underlings to go out there and lie to shit that we know is obviously not true.
Right.
And that's just been his MO. He's going to have he's in a war with the truth, man.
Yeah.
Was it Sean Spicer? Speak
Sean Spicer.
Yeah.
Spicy. That's it. Spicer.
Yeah, I remember he said that. Dog, he said he gave him the Shaggy, dog. It wasn't me. He said, "Don't believe him, dog." But I got you on video. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Oh my God.
mean, so when you talk about basic human needs and basic safety and hygiene, they've had 7 children die separate from their children since 2018.
Yeah, dog.
I mean, so obviously it's a problem.
Sleeping with the lights on?
Yeah.
Or trying to sleep with the lights on and you cold?
That's miserable conditions, man.
Man.
They can't get even so much as a damn space heater, dog.
No, we are literally prepping and gathering a whole generation of humans that will just hate Americans. Hate America for all. This shit's gonna go on for generations, bro.
Well, that's because a lot of us,
and rightfully so. Don't get me wrong, rightfully so.
And a lot of us didn't go out and do our part in making sure that this fuckhead didn't get into the fucking office. They say, "Oh, I'm not gonna vote because, I don't like the candidates that are in the office." Well, see, this is what you get.
Yeah,
this is what you get.
But a lot of some of those people are, but a lot of those people are people who in a large part don't care and won't be affected by this. You don't start hearing their, because we hear that now. We're hearing their sob stories because all these factory jobs and all these middle class Americans are now losing everything. Now we hear their sob stories. Now you hear and everybody else is like, this man is not going to help you. He's not going to help us. All the rich going to get richer. The middle class is going to stay afloat the way they always have, and everything else below that, and maybe some even the middle class is going to have to go, especially if you're a middle class person that's union, working a factory job. Like me and Damon break bread all the time about it, man. And I'll be glad he said he finally gonna come on, but when he do come on and just talk about what he been dealing with GM from the inside, and all the BS coming down the line that don't get the headlines, but that all the BS that's going on at not only at his plant but just worldwide with GM.
Right.
So it's crazy, man, and then you still have because don't get most of the people who work there, these old white guys who generational workers for GM,
right?
Still fuck with Trump, still fuck with him, even though he is literally taking food off of their table, literally.
Yeah. Oh, he ain't that bad.
But no, it's not even that. They'll say a lot of them, dog, it's that thing of, I know he's bad, but he keeping everybody else from getting it too. And so as long as somebody else with a little darker skin than mine getting it worse, I'm all right with it, dog. And it's people like that. Mm-hmm. We know it. We see him. We work with him. Maybe when we were younger, we're friends with him, and as we got older, kind of be like, yeah, I can't really fuck with you no more now because you didn't turn to some ultra conservative son bitch who I don't even recognize no more.
Right.
I got friends out that from Blue Valley North I used to kick it with. I guess it just happens, dog. I mean, I went a different path to where I'm not some conservative black dude. I'm I guess more liberal leaning with some conservative ways here and there, but they didn't like. You was a dude chugging beers, doing cocaine, and all this crazy shit back in high school and college, and now you talking about jail all drug offenders, kill all the brown people, illegal immigrants should be murdered at the border, and I'm like, who are you?
Hip hop. Let's see, man. Hip hop. Let's see.
So yeah. Sorry, y'all. It's a very happy show. Show. I mean, we already did it as far as the Trump administration and his ilk. And so not only is this bastard and his people jailing immigrants and their children, but now he's also playing Russian roulette with the military forces with this shit with Iran. So I know if you've been keeping up with the news as you should be, I don't care if it's Fox News, MSNBC News, whatever, but also go out and do your own research, please do. Iran shot down one of our U.S. drones. Now there is debate as far as was the drone in their airspace or was it in the neutral airspace, whatever. We can have that debate. Of course, Fox News says that they whatever, and I'm sure somebody will say something else. But instead of being calm and rational, the way a president should be, hold on, rewind this back. The way a president should be, this bastard, of course, takes to Twitter and just basically like a Negro or a bitter woman or whoever, I'm going to tweet my frustrations out. Doc, could you so before the GOAT, the guy Barack Obama, say his name, praise him, before he went and got Osama bin Laden, could you imagine if he was on Twitter talking about got these guns, got it locked up, we cocked and loaded, we coming for you? Could you imagine? They got mad. They got mad when his first year when he filled out his NCAA bracket. They had the video of that up.
That was funny. Yeah.
They got mad about that. Could you imagine if he was on Twitter talking about got these guns, we cocked and loaded, coming for you? They got mad when he simply told police after the Lewis Gate shit. He simply told police, man, just be smarter.
Right.
And he didn't say it on Twitter. He said it at a press conference.
Yes.
For the world to see. They got mad about that. They got mad when he had his feet up on his own fucking desk. They got mad when he wore a tan suit. But this bastard can do whatever he wants.
Right.
Well, I'm just off of this. Like, he's trying to seem like he was magnanimous in not launching Tomahawk missiles at the Iranians for knocking down a
drone.
Yeah.
That was probably obviously in their airspace. My bad. Go ahead, Joe. My bad.
But like, with it being a drone, he was trying to explain to people that, there was nobody hurt. Of course, nobody was injured. It was a fucking drone.
Right.
It's the fucking.
It's a UAV.
But here's the thing, though. It's like to me that's the ploy of trying to make him seem like he's human and cares about humans who aren't rich and white. But he don't.
He had originally, by his own claim, authorized
an attack
to shoot tomahawks at the Iranian targets, which would have amassed about 150 victims. And that's why he apparently pulled back from the decision. And I'm like, why? Like, because you got your plane knocked out the sky, we gonna launch tomahawks at civilian population. I understand it's not a heavily, probably military targets, I'm sure.
It's probably a rocket somewhere sitting outside some small city somewhere.
I thought I read something about like batteries or of some sort, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuel cells, I'm sure, something like that. But I'm saying, obviously, people work those situations. They have to be on the ground. Somebody's gonna die when we do that. You got your plane knocked out the sky that has nobody in it. You're obviously plotting to shoot people down and basically add to the litany of things they already have against the United States.
Yep.
Plus they cousin probably had a kid taken away at the Mexican border.
Damn.
a cotton ammonia in an aluminum blanket, so they already mad at it. Like, come on, man. This shit don't even make sense.
But let's not forget, though. You know what? I'm gonna let him speak for himself real quick. Oh, what is this music playing? Oh no, baby. He's not talking. I don't want to hear about it. Nope. I thought I had the video for where he was talking about. Anyway, yeah, my bad. Misfire. But let's not, like I was about to say though, after I played that video, let's not forget though that he 2 or 3 days before this just announced that he was running again.
Yeah. He did. He's running again. He made that announcement.
Then all of a sudden we're going to launch Tomahawk missiles. But you know what? 150 people will die? Oh, no. Let's not do it. Let's play games with my military forces.
Yes.
I hate this bastard. I hate him. I hate everybody who voted for him. I hate all you bastards that stayed at home and said there's no difference. Yep. But I get, don't get me wrong, Hillary Clinton, not the best candidate, but better than this bastard. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Better than what we got now.
I'm sorry. So, whatever. So, yeah, man, just playing games and very dangerous games. And like I said on Facebook, man, I've seen this playbook before. It's election time. Let's go to war.
All right.
Oh, that shit right there. The fucking tweets they dug up.
Oh, by him and Obama? Saying that Obama would bomb Iran to get reelected? Yep.
Oh, yeah, because James had posted this, and I don't know if he did it in the chat group, but I think he did it on Facebook.
He did on his main page, yep.
It dug up all of Trump's old tweets about Obama and his policy towards Iran. And basically what he was saying is Obama was going to start a war with Iran to basically get, reelected or to keep power. And I'm like, the irony is just so goddamn ridiculous that he's sitting there telling you, and I understand this is foreshadowing, but how his mind works. This is if I were Obama, this is what I would do. So I'm going to take to Twitter and criticize him for it. And if I'm ever given that chance, which he was, unfortunately, now this is how his mind works. I'm going to start a war with Iran, and I'm going to get reelected because of it.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's despicable, man. They need to start the fucking proceedings, man. Let's go ahead and time to impeach.
Yeah,
they need to do it, man. This dude, he need to be kept in check, man.
And I love that.
Like somebody's gonna fucking die now. Like people are dying now.
He's playing with lives, man.
Bruh,
playing with lives.
Bruh, I literally signed a 6-month extension so I can get my retirement lined up correctly, and here we are in this bullshit. I should be done in July.
Wow, man, I'm sorry to hear that.
And here we are. And I'm just like, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to retire properly. I'm gonna stop showing up to drill. I'm just not. Y'all didn't give me a bonus. This is, can I hit y'all with the "it ain't you, it's me" and not just come back?
Right.
Or can I just hit up one of the homies for a gang of weed and just show up to drill just high as all outdoors? And, we got urinalysis today. Well, you can tell by how I smell right now how it's gonna go.
Ooh, I'm loud. Man, I'm loud.
But people will say, well, there's a lot current presidents have never served, but except for, I guess like Bush, man. But I don't know. I think that was a lot of Dick Cheney too, pulling him on that end.
Mostly Dick Cheney.
But this dude is like really on some just playing with fire, playing with things he don't really even recognize. At least George Bush, Twitter wasn't what it was. I don't even know if was it out there? Probably not. But he wasn't like tweeting or sending out, hot shots over social media or Black Planet talking about we got the guns loaded, we coming to get you.
No.
This dude is really like discussing. He ain't going into specifics, but discussing military strategy, military plans on social media. If I did what he was doing on my Facebook account, on my Twitter, if I did the same things talking about, we were about to load up on the C-130, RFX unit coming, medical RFX ready to support our troops, dog, I might lose a stripe or two. Real talk. And I'm like,
that'd be the least of your worries.
Yeah,
he might be jailed.
Yeah, he not like what's up, boy? I'm about to say Geraldo. Damn, Alonzo. He ain't like Geraldo, who was like drawing like stuff in the sand. Back in the day doing the Gulf War, and he was doing that crazy stuff. Yeah. But he still, as the commander in chief, as the person who gives the sign off to military action, you shouldn't be talking about it.
No. Not at all.
Now, if you want to, if after the fact say somewhere, hey, after careful discussion or with my advisors, we're not going to go ahead with military action to put the American populace at ease. I can maybe hear that, but we were locked and loaded, ready to go. But I said, 150 people, no, not today. But be on the lookout. Dog, you a hoe. He a hoe. He a hoe. Plain and simple, he's a hoe.
Yeah.
My boss.
Man, he out here trying to find his Gulf of Tonkin affair. He's trying to find his Remember the Man. He's trying to find his Lusitania. So this motherfucker can start a new goddamn war, man. So he can get his numbers up, so he can retain his job.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's like I said, seen this playbook before. Only he missing is a light-skinned general to come and present to the world that they got enriched uranium riding around on fucking 18-wheelers, which they didn't have.
No.
They got yellow cake and aluminum.
Ooh, don't you drop it. Don't you drop that
yellow.
shit.
Don't you drop that shit. I know it. I got it in that special CIA napkin.
Who said something about oil? Bitch, you cooking?
Coalition of the willing.
We got.
Oh shit! Damn. banked on you.
We got the Zulu Nation.
The Zulu Nation.
Fallout. Hold on. I'm sure we got a few younger listeners out there. Just go back and listen to find yourself
Black
some of the Dave Chappelle archives, and you'll find the skits that we are talking about.
Dave Chappelle, Black Bush.
Black Bush. Yeah. He tried to kill my father. Oh my God, I get hiccups, dog. This dude making me mad. Y'all making me laugh. I hate everybody right now. Okay, I mean,
why don't you go out to the Caribbean and have a drink, man?
Whoa. I mean, we might as well get into the some of the lighter aspects of the show. Where was I? Hold on. I was right there. Boom. Facebook. Where we at? No. Hey. You talking about have a drink? Hey, hey man, I got some coupons supposed to go down to the DR next month. Y'all down?
I'm cool. I'm good.
You good? Hold on. Let me play y'all a little clip. They got this red rum. Red rum. As my brother Damian would say, that MDK, that murder, death, kill. They mixing it up now in the DR, bro. Hold on. Let me play this video right quick.
Crackers label. This is the third time I'm showing this. Tell me what the shit we drinking now. So that's some Ciroc with coconut and some other flavor.
Hold on, dog.
Some other flavor.
As James pointed out, I have had Ciroc of all flavors. It ain't never looked this cloudy.
No.
They drinking certain death, not Ciroc. I don't know what the fuck that is, dog. That bottle is cloudy.
Yeah. Sudden death.
It's some nut in there, all right. Not coconut, though. All right, hold on.
Ice and cranberry in here. Right? Look here. The more I turn it, the more it starts to solidify. You all think I'm lying. This ain't no joke. Look at that. You believe that? Where the hell this come from?
Fragments.
So, as always, once again, videos, the show, be in the show notes. So what's happening is this lady had pulled this, I guess, a untampered bottle of Ciroc coconut, which we already told you is kind of cloudy. She poured it in this cup with ice.
Ice and cranberry juice.
Ice and cranberry juice. As she stirs it, this is like, so ice, cranberry, we're led to believe this is ice, cranberry juice, coconut, or pineapple, whatever flavor Ciroc, in a plastic cup with a plastic fork. She's stirring it, and it's starting to turn into a slushy, which it should not do. Even when I put Ciroc in my freezer, it don't do this. If you all went to chemistry class, you would know why. All right. I'll keep playing.
Look here. Look here.
But
I am not lying.
But it's to keep hopping up. These people trying to kill you all.
But look at this. What is this?
Don't touch it, nigga.
Plastic, right? What's that?
Well, it's something to clog up something and kill you. What the hell is that?
Look here. Don't. Look here.
Hold on.
I'm not.
Hold on. Did she have to tell that nigga don't taste it? He's like, hold on. Hold up, dog. This nigga probably.
He said, "Nigga, don't touch it."
Oh, dog. He's treating that shit like cocaine. He gonna put on his gums. I don't know what this is. Is that cocaine? Hold on.
Look here. I'm not. This is no joke. You don't got the uniform in this, right? Make sure the uniform ain't in this. Make sure you don't have anything in this. Look at this. Ciroc, ice, and cranberry.
Wow.
The more ice, look at it solidifies.
Just like the freeze up in your system. Walk up the alleys.
like,
what is that?
Oh, isn't it? Did you say block up your arteries?
That shit was like fucking insulation, bro.
It's not gonna get to your arteries,
it's
nigga.
Like wet insulation.
It's not gonna get there. So y'all not down?
We'll die from that shit.
Y'all not going to the DR with me then?
No.
Nah.
I'm good.
But they got Ciroc coconut down there.
Keiko's, though. I go to Keiko's.
They got Ciroc coconut.
Yeah. No.
No? Okay.
I think Diddy out here trying to kill motherfuckers, man.
You blaming Diddy?
I blame Diddy.
She said they selling bad liquor in them resorts. That's not bad liquor, dog. Not even. That's
Ajax.
Not even $8 for a handle of pop-off vodka. Do this in a cup, dog.
No.
And back in my nursing school days, I drank many a bottle of charcoal filtered pop-off vodka. I had a hangover, but I didn't die.
No.
I don't know what that is, bro. That is the.
What's the body count, like 9 now?
Yeah, I mean that we know of.
11. I thought it was 11.
That we know of. It's
that we know of.
It's some motherfuckers at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
But stay away from the Dominican Republic.
Don't go to the DR. I don't care if someone offers you a trip to the DR, they probably hate you.
Yes.
So get them out your life.
Yeah.
2020 come. It's a year of growth, but you can't grow if you're dying because you didn't drink Ajax and cranberry juice. So. Oh, let me play this ad real quick. So, Joe brought to our attention this hot fire going on between Damian Lillard and Marvin Bagley. Hold on.
A couple of years ago, when you're still in college, you just recruited. You just declared, I think.
That had nothing to do with anything.
Well, that right there was the premise was set it up.
Okay. So
Max Kellerman is basically asking your boy Bagley if he's the best rapper in the NBA.
Hot fire.
Yeah, so that's kind of what set up the whole situation.
So once again, a white man is the cause for the demise of the black community.
Once again,
Mandingo fights. He said that he was
Mandingo fights.
He pit these two niggas against each other.
Oh man, somebody get put in that pot. I'm gonna play this. Hold up.
You, if you don't mind. A couple of years ago, when you're still in college, you just recruited. You just declared, I think, Roy Jones, who was a colleague of mine at HBO Boxing, played me a clip of you freestyling in the hallway. And it has been my opinion since then that the best MC in the NBA is either you or Damian Lillard. But who is the best MC in the NBA?
Man, me, man.
We gotta set that up.
I love music, so I'm gonna go with myself.
So would you ever battle Damian Lillard?
Yeah, for sure.
You and Damian. So if Damian Lillard would accept that battle, would you do it here on First Take?
On First Take? Man, whatever, man. I'm with whatever. I make music. It's something I love, so we can see.
So there you see.
And so it begins.
So I see. So what is happening? Stop it! No,
Think fast.
God, no. So okay, I see how it was set up. So the white man tricked Marvin Bagley into challenging his fellow black man to a rap battle.
Yeah, with MCs, it don't take a whole lot, man.
No, it don't. You can just fart too loud. Like, oh, so you think you fart better than me, nigga?
What's up with it?
What's up with it? I'ma see you in the booth. Hold on, let me.
So these niggas have both gone fishing quite some time ago. Mm-hmm. They have resources in abundance available to them, so I'm sure they got their MacBooks out.
Got the MacBooks.
And got themselves some production tools.
Hell, knowing them, they probably can afford a room with a little padding on it.
Oh yeah, they can probably, they got a little check, you know what I'm saying, in free time. So they dangerous people, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So basically, what they have done is they have both laid tracks and they coming for each other, man.
Okay.
So I propose that we listen to said tracks.
Okay.
And then we come to our own assumption of who is the superior MC when it comes to battling in the NBA.
Okay. So I got first up here. I got Marvin Bagley.
Okay.
And as always, we don't own the rights to the music, and the links will be up in the show to SoundCloud. And on SoundCloud, is he MB35, and the track is called No Debate. No Debate. All right, we ready?
Like you already know, son.
Yay! Don't stand too close.
I already know.
Now, in the oh my God, these album covers, dog. Like you already said it, but we said it in the pregame. Ain't nothing better than motherfuckers with some money and free time. Right. Here we go.
Hey, this beat cold, bro. Hey, check me out. That's how we gonna do this. Dream team. Turn me up a little bit. Look, fresh off the plane with like 30,000 feet off the ground. Quick flight, but like, then I took some time to write my body, start to feel it, them goosebumps, yeah, I got them now. And when I hit the studio, don't want to hear not a sound. Quiet on me, duck around them corners, they hiding on me. Your boy's out of style, sound like you retired, homie. Try to count me out, man, I can't believe you tried, homie. Cause I've been killing this so long, I thought I died, homie. Ha. Real talk, I'm not just talking reckless. They say the throne is for the taking, snatch it like a necklace. You want these problems, guess I gotta cross you off my checklist. I'm out just starving, man, I'm balling, eating like it's breakfast. They can't contest this, know who the best is. They all in circles, got up doing backflips. They never guessed it, don't wanna test it, cause I promise you might fail. My dogs, they right beside me, they train and take no L's. I'm killing, you can't tell, got Puma stuff in the mail. The drippers might not for sale, I'm killing, but ain't no jail. I'm smooth with it like air, I promise ain't never scared to do it. We do it right, put 2 fingers up in the air, yeah. I promise y'all don't want no smoke with me. So stop acting like you're chillin', listen to the poetry. The words just coming out my mouth be real and they know it's me. Cause I ain't like them other rappers, it ain't hard to notice me. They be trying to show their teeth, smiling at the kid, but are they smiling when you down and out, ain't ballin' in the end? I don't think so. So I ain't really with that rah-rah. Girls be trying to holler, they shoot their shot like a drop-by. And I be thinking, why try? I'm on another level, thinking bigger, thinking better. Can you dig it like a shovel? Get it? Dig it like a shovel? Nah, I'm playing. Let me get back to this.
Hold on, man. I mean, I hate when people do that shit in songs.
I don't mind when you do it, but it should not be like readily fucking obvious.
Right. Okay, you're right.
Like if it's some shit like, oh shit, he had really flipped that. Okay, I see you, but it was like digging like a shovel. That was okay. That was like
you're right,
Dr. Seuss.
There you go. Yeah, there's the caveat. I don't like it. I don't like it when niggas do it when it's very obvious that. Yeah, we get what you're saying. Dig like a shovel. Like when Redman was like riding. I said riding Fuji.
With Kofi in the movies.
I was like, yeah, that shit was hot.
If you don't get that shit, laugh now. And then figure the shit out later.
Right. My bad. I didn't mean to pause. You right.
Like
you right.
Bruce Lee riding a Fuji in the movie.
Yeah, you right. When it's simple, I hate it. There we go. Okay, my bad. We gonna finish it out. My bad, y'all.
I'm finna take them where they never been. Flow is so intelligent, I got them thinking, wondering, will he change? No, I never will. Let me tell you something I never did. Fly across the border, go vacation, spit up hella bread. But not for long, that's in my plans. Talking crazy, get your mans. I don't want no drama, man. I'm out here grinding, trying to make history like Obama, man. I'll put that on my mama, man. Sorry, ma, I had to do it. They been doubting me for so long, I swear I had to prove it. All I know is put the ball in the hole and go make some music. Never stuck in the same spot, you know I stay improving. Me and the Dream Squad, you know we steady coolin'. MB3 add 5 coders to ever do it. Stop playing with me, man.
Okay. Not bad. That last little hiccup at the end kind of had me annoyed.
Yeah.
I said dig it like a
the
shovel.
Oversimplification there.
Huh?
I think he got bars, man. I think he can spit.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm saying that it was good. The beat, it went back and forth to me liking it and not liking it. I don't know what it was about it.
I thought it was solid. I liked it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like 1 minute I was like, yeah. I don't know. It you know what? It had like that, like a nigga bouncing a basketball type feel to it.
But me is, as a connoisseur.
Oh, you're much more deep into it than me.
About the beat. It ain't about the beat. Now the beat does add to it. It sets the tone. No. What were the bars like though?
I feel you. I'm giving like my whole critique of it. The whole critique.
The bars was pretty good though.
Yeah, they good. They good.
They were good. I mean,
except for that
flow,
dig it like a shovel. Y'all get it? Like a shovel? Like nigga, what? Why are we?
But when he broke out with that one, that was a little bit.
You was doing so good, then you did that. Now I'm annoyed.
Then you did that.
Yeah, he fucked that up.
I think right there, he was trying too hard right there.
Cause actually, I mean, if y'all was watching me on the screen, I was bouncing my head, and then he was like, "Dig it like a shovel, dig it." Like, I was like, why?
Like, nah,
we was doing so good. The marriage is working fine, and you did this. You put your finger in my butthole. Now I'm like, what do we do now? What do we do now?
Where do we go from here?
Now I got to just.
I say the problem. One, I think. That sounded very generic to me, though. Who's he talking about? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we know that it is set up between Damian Lillard and himself.
Right.
I didn't catch no real. Now I'm not a huge NBA fan, and maybe there's some references that I missed just because I'm not that dialed in on Lillard or anything like that, but it sounded like just general battle raps, like just could have been anybody. But
that could be. I mean, that's like Drake with Back to Back. It wasn't. He didn't never say anybody's name, but you knew who he was talking about.
No, he talks about specific. Dude, the title of the song is Back to Back.
I feel you, but I'm saying
it's very specific in that. I don't remember the lyrics and to tell you what he said in the song about.
The thing that made it stand out, he was like,
you knew the context to say back to back. I wrote a song about this one. You still did nothing about the other one.
Yeah, but yeah,
like we know that's about Meek Mill because of the circumstance of the situation. Let me know that Meek Mill had a diss track that was addressed to him. He had about a day and a half to respond, did not respond, and another one came back out.
I feel you.
In this particular track, there is nothing on here that lets me know that Damian Lillard is in the crosshairs.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel you. He just say Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
The Twitter fingers that was definitely responding to him him getting upset because Drake didn't retweet his.
It's not your world tour. It's your girl's tour. Yeah.
All that. That shit was directed right on target. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my bad. I had to rethink about the lyrics. So yeah.
So I'm just saying. To me, this is very non-specific. I mean, I feel like I like the beat. I think he flowed well over the beat. He broke it up with that very rudimentary rhyme, like nobody caught that, I
ain't like them other rappers. It ain't hard to know.
My bad, hold on.
It's me. They be trying to show their teeth, smiling at the kid, but are they smiling when you down and out? Ain't balling in the end. I don't think so. So I ain't really with that rah-rah. Girls be trying to holler, they shoot their shot like a chopper. And I be thinking, watch them.
They shoot their shots like the chopper?
Yeah.
The chopper. He hit that Arnold. The chopper. Okay. Okay. I think I'm trying to hold off on too much like, until so
1 to 10, would you give it?
Just by itself, I think I'll say about 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Anthony?
I gave it about an 8.
You gave it an 8?
An 8.
Okay.
What about you, Pimp?
I give it about 6.5.
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah. I think I give it more because it's like an NBA dude rapping, so it's like, okay, you get an extra point from me. But if it had been like a known rapper, he probably would have got like a 4 or 5 from me.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's where the 6 came from.
Yeah. Okay. We on the same page, man. But and definitely that digging like a shovel took a whole point away. So yeah.
Yeah, it was solid. It was solid. It was solid. I enjoyed it.
It was solid. I would. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on saying I would enjoy seeing these two battle rap until I hear this next one. So we got Damian Lillard. My bad, Lillard. I keep on saying Leonard. Lillard got to respond, dog, because the heat is in the streets.
Hey man, they should have. Now, what he should have had for his cover art was that fucking meme that he had after that big that Game 7 winner.
Dog, see why he ain't got me and you on his A&R team, bro? I've been like, dog, why don't you have the Game of Thrones meme? Whatever they had on for the SoundCloud album cover, bro.
Yeah. That shit would have been game the fuck over, nigga.
Dog, the straight face Leonard, dog, Lillard. Oh, nah, it would have been. If he would have had that, I would have like. I'm not even playing the song. He wins.
I know. He would be at the fault, nigga.
He won. He won.
That's a 9-5 just off the meme, nigga.
He won. Proper meme placement is good because old boy, he got the one where he's screaming. You see it on my screen.
And Lillard in the background with his head down.
Head down, walking off, dog. And then so this one is just him screaming.
No debate. Yeah,
no debate, dog. So this one here, dog, like, yeah, he missed.
You got Marvin, and Marvin out here screaming still.
Yeah, Lillard is like, he definitely should have been with the game winning shot meme. I agree.
Where they dogpiling on him and he just looking in the camera.
He looking in the camera like just another day at work, bro.
Another day at work, sir.
Sir, I'm about to go clock out. Matter of fact, put me down because I'm in overtime right now. I don't want management getting on me.
Right.
All right. So, like I said, Damian Lillard, he responded, and his title track is on SoundCloud. We don't own the rights to the music. Marvin, name of the track.
Well, hey, I tell you what. I'm sure he doesn't own the rights to the beat he used either. So
okay,
I want you to recognize the beat.
Okay,
pay close attention to that. Go ahead.
I'm paying attention. Let me see.
This boy didn't call my name. Amateur bars, man. Grown man bars is something you gotta deal with. So all that elaborated, fabricated ain't gonna equal up to this real shit. The things we do for the glitz and the glamorous. Follow backs and like pics from your camera. Was about to pass cause you still in a pamper, bruh. And I never seen Floyd spar with amateurs. So this the one and only time I'm picking up the phone. I'm the type to keep receipts until be left alone. I was raised to always keep the family feuds at home. On the set, I'm about to teach you how to set the tone. Where I'm from, big bank, take little bank. I'm a couple $100 mil, this a field day. Don't respect it, it's not an issue to check it. Never really competed, but you boys getting reckless. I can tell this wasn't really what you wanted though. Should've DM'd me again, what you wanna know? Say I'm lying, I put it out for the public asking.
Hey, dog, he making it personal, nigga. Ain't no doubt who the fuck I'm talking to, dog.
Right. That's what I'm trying to delineate between the two songs, man.
All right. Let me keep playing, dog. Cause like every line is a jab, nigga. Every bar.
But hold on. Y'all recognize that beat though, right?
It sounds so familiar.
Nigga, that's that Duppy freestyle and Drake used.
Yeah. I was like, man, why is I couldn't name it. I said, this shit sounds so familiar.
That was the Duppy freestyle. Then he kind of. That's how Drake started out. I'm so perturbed.
He tired, dog. I don't even want to do this.
Like, oh my god, this nigga push. He gonna come at me with infrared. I'm gonna have to put his head in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
But he even hit it. Dog. He hit it with the. I always learned to leave family beef at home, dog. Like, I didn't want to do it, but you made me. I'm gonna keep playing it.
My third album before the second was published, you a fan. Put respect on my name and get disrespected. You in second, I'm from Oakland, a minute from getting hectic. Praying with an E and you gon' get your blessing. Your mouth done wrote a check that overdrew your checking. Look, I'm really solid like I say, so why you come for me? I got respect in both careers, moving comfortably. You ain't established in the league for one. You got potential, but this rapping is a breeze at lunch. It's easy.
Damn.
Nigga, you not even.
You ain't established in the league for one, nigga.
You got potential. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm moving comfortably in both careers, nigga. You ain't established in the league, nigga.
I already know which one is better.
Oh, shit.
You ain't have to play.
I'm gonna keep. We're gonna finish it out.
So go and enjoy the circus. Knee deep in the game and you barely scratching the surface. My car dressed in black whenever making the purchase. How a king come to battle, knowing the kingdom worthless, nigga. Stop playing with me, man. You boys is in the kingdom work making the car dressed in black whenever making the purchase. How a king come to battle, knowing the kingdom worthless, nigga. Stop playing with me, man. You boys is babies.
Hey, pause it, man. Pause it. That nigga said, how a king come to battle knowing the kingdom worthless. That nigga came, hey, man. Shots.
Hey, shit to fight for. Why am I fighting?
Hey, nigga, he might have to fight him next season, bro. He gonna have to get a fucking hard foul in or something, bro.
Nah, that's basically the equivalent of you out there playing with your pops and he don't feel like playing and he fuck you up one good time, dog. You thought it was all fun and games and he hit you with that old man strength. Like, nigga, I told you I'm tired. Stop fucking with me.
Not fucking with you. Cave your chest in, nigga. Hold up.
Yeah. If we're going on flows alone, Damian win.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Play no more, dog.
Nah, I'm looking at the replies, dog. They like total devastation, dog. Somebody said total devastation. Scorched earth policy, dog.
Nigga, the only misstep was he put the wrong fucking meme up there, bro.
Dog, the meme. I think he should have definitely recorded the song and then be like, ooh, you know what? That's a win, dog. Put that meme them boys got up on Twitter up there. And let's call it a night.
Call it a night. Let's go to bed.
Hey, you should go to your bedroom, put the pajamas on with the footies in it and sleep good.
Cause this one here is a curve, nigga. This is a curve right here.
Only thing I will say is I like the other beat better. I will say that.
Okay. But the beat was better on the other one.
But this beat matches better though.
Reference. This is a reference.
Yeah.
Classic. You know, one of the most classic shit. I put this one. I think that the Drake Pusha T beef is probably is definitely a top 20 battle of all time. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, I agree.
And then maybe top 10. You know. So I think it's a reference to a classic battle song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. How do you put that? I think this beat matches better with the flow and what Dame was trying to put out and saying. But I think if you just heard the beats within themselves just playing, the first beat is better. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because the other beats sound like it even sounds like a nigga dribbling a basketball, playing basketball. It kind of gives me that feel when I heard it first kick in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They had the crowd. So
Yeah.
So all right. So 1 to 10. 1 to 10. What we giving that one?
I'm giving that one probably like 8. Straight 8. Maybe a 9.
Eight's about right. I want to go 9 because of how personal that boy got.
That mug, yeah. I'm on 9 because he got personal.
It like you said, it's the equivalent of old boy just opened up, like Bagley opened up the car window and just sprayed. Damian got out the car with the fucking shotgun and put it to his head and let it be, so it could be no mysteries to who it was for.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't bring no pistol. He like, I got a shotgun. I could have hit you out the shotgun like Ricky, but I want to get out the car with the shotgun, put it to your domes. That way you understand. Everyone around know who it was meant for.
Yep.
Ooh, like you said though, yeah, you're gonna have to have some words though. What they say, I'm gonna have to get my lick back.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to get my lick back after that one, Damian.
Oh yeah. We at odds till we even, nigga.
like
odds till we even.
It's like he rapping and like then he realized, wait a minute, you're not even established in the league.
No.
What are we fighting for? This ain't even worth anything, dog. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I just realized I'm fighting with a dummy. Yeah, that's pretty good, dog. That hats off to Damian, dog. That one, I'm glad we played that one second.
Yes.
That's nasty. But like, if if y'all out there, if you're friends of Damian Lillard, let him know that he somehow, some way, next time he has a diss track, he needs to use that meme of him after the game winning shot. Just wasted potential. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh, that's real good. Oh man. That was good, dog.
I'm telling you, had he used the right meme, that would have been a 9.5 to a 10, bro.
I mean, he used the meme, and he used the meme, and then just what he put down, dog. He up there with like regular just rap niggas beeps, proper meme. Like you said, a throwback to a track that was used in a particular beef that was like had some great line bars back and forth. Yeah, it just and then he even came with his own bars. I was just like, ooh,
yeah,
ooh, Damian, you don't like this guy, do you?
It would appear.
Oh shit!
That nigga said you ain't even establishing your main career, bro.
Why are you here? I'm doing pretty well in both lanes.
Oh man!
Like, hey, speaking of hot bars, let me play this for you real quick.
Judge Moore has also said that he doesn't think a Muslim member of Congress should be allowed to be in Congress. Why? Under what provision of the Constitution?
Because you have to swear on the Bible. When you are before, I had to do it. I'm an elected official 3 terms. I had to swear on a Bible. You have to swear on a Bible to be an elected official in the United States of America. He alleges that a Muslim cannot do that ethically, swearing on the Bible.
You don't actually have to swear on a Christian Bible. You can swear on anything, really. I don't know if you knew that. You can swear on a Jewish Bible.
Oh, no, I swore on the Bible. I've done it 3 times.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've picked a Bible, but the law is not that you have to swear on a Christian Bible. That is not the law.
Look at that. That nigga's blank, dog. And blank, nigga, why is his jaw drop, nigga? Pick up that chin, nigga.
Hey, dog, that was his last racist, bigot brain cell being burnt out. Hold on, dog, one more time. And then Jake Tapper, dog, he wrong, dog. He didn't have to do this to this man. I want y'all to...
No, so he gotta know. He had to be told.
Dog, I want you to look at Jake Tapper just as he's talking, him just blinking. I'm going to wind it back just a little bit, y'all. Sorry for the replay, but as you can see, we weren't ready. So, this is Ted...
Neither was he.
This is Ted Crockett, Roy Moore's campaign spokesman, who decided to come on the air to explain to the American people why anyone who is basically not a Christian cannot hold an elected office. So we're not starting all over, but just I need y'all to look at Jake Tapper blinking.
An elected official in the United States of America, he alleges that a Muslim cannot do that ethically, swearing on the Bible.
You don't actually have to swear on a Christian Bible. You can swear on anything, really. I don't know if you knew that. You can swear on a Jewish Bible.
Oh, no, I swore on the Bible. I've done it 3 times.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've picked a Bible, but the law is not that you have to swear on a Christian Bible. That is not the law. You don't know that? All right, Ted Crockett with
I don't know. I know that...
You don't know that?
You didn't know that?
He tried. Hey, but hold on. So stop laughing. Hold on for a second. So my man gonna try to save him because he's like, you know what? He a fellow white man. I've embarrassed him enough. Let's go to commercial break. Hold on.
All right, Ted Crockett. With
I don't know. I know that Donald Trump did it when we made him president.
Because he's Christian and he picked it. That's what he wanted to. That's what he wanted to swear in on. Ted Crockett with the More campaign. Good luck tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
He tried to stop him, but he's like, President Trump did it. Like, yeah.
Hold on. Now they lit. That's logic. Hold up. If you can't do it,
hold on. I'm crying, dog.
Because you got to do it on the Christian Bible. But then they swore in Obama. What they use for that?
Christian Bible.
Let them tell her he's a Muslim, dog.
But he a Muslim, though. Hold up. They elected Muslim. Man.
Dog.
Oh, Jesus.
Once again, these will all be in the show notes. And I charge you, because Joe takes a good amount of time to put the notes up, and he puts the link in the notes. Please click on these links that we're laughing at. So you can also share in the joy of this man's just...
Oh, God.
You can I don't know how many brain cells he got. It's I'm sure less than the average human. But there was some brain cells. There was a whole. If his brain was a city, there was definitely a whole city block that got burnt out in this segment. Blackout, brown out, whatever the hell happened.
I saw him have a TIA, man. For real.
He made there was some blockage. There was a blockage. There was a ST elevation. Something happened for a second. He was like, "You don't know that?" Shit, what?
Nigga, hey, this nigga sitting there slack jawed, mouth open, fucking eyes blinking, bro.
That's not the law.
And then my man tried to save him to say, "Hey, all right, we're going on the commercial." He's like, "No, wait a minute. Trump swore on the Bible." Yes.
When we swore in Trump, he used Christian Bible.
Like, yeah, just like I told your dumb ass, because he probably chose it. Anyway, have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Good luck on whatever it is you're doing.
Jay Tapper tried to save him, dog.
And And that's why.
But now he even tried to save him with the, you do know that, right? That's the point where you go, yeah, Jake, I know that. I'm just saying that we should use the Bible. He could have said that. He didn't know that.
Out of that conversation.
He didn't know that. He didn't know that.
No, he didn't.
He has to be what? I don't know. What, 50?
Something.
Yeah, gotta be.
And he just had an epiphany. He's been a 3-time elected official, and it just hit his ass that you don't have to swear on a Christian Bible to be an elected official.
Well, I swore in on it 3 times.
Yeah, because you are a Christian. You probably picked it. You didn't know that, right? Oh shit! I could have sworn in on. Hold on, Jake. You mean to tell me I could have sworn?
Sounds dead, man. Right there.
Hold on. So hold on, Jake. My favorite book is 50 Shades of Grey. You mean to tell me I could have sworn in on that? Yeah, if you wanted to. You freaking bastard.
How about swearing in on the Constitution? How about that?
Okay. Well, Roy, you know my friend Roy Moore, he likes the young girls. So how about a whole box of Girl Scout cookies? Could I swear in on that?
Yeah, man, that's not your boy.
Okay. Yeah. we have covered all the topics that we have set forth to cover. Yeah. So I don't know if you brothers got any more, but oh my God, I hate everybody. Oh yeah, I found. Well, I mean it's a little late, but yeah, I found that article you're talking about, Joe, and we can include it in the show notes. That James posted a tweet for everything. Trump claimed Obama will bomb Iran to help poll numbers.
Yeah.
Since we mentioned it, we put it in there, and it's loosely related.
Go on, read some of them damn tweets. Hold up, man.
And let's see. So this is from November 29, 2011. Donald Trump wrote, "In order to get elected, Barack Obama will start a war with Iran." Interesting. October 9, 2012. Now that Obama poll numbers are on the tailspin, watch for him to launch a strike in Libya or Iran. He is desperate. Interesting. Wow. Don't let Obama play the Iran card. Why do racists always think that everything's a card? Race card, Iran card. Is it a game at home that they play? I don't know. Don't let Obama play the Iran card in order to start a war, in order to get elected. Be careful, Republicans.
Interesting.
There's only a few more. September 16, 2013. I predict President Obama will at some point attack Iran in order to save face.
Well.
September
Where have we heard that before?
quickly approaches. Okay. September 25, 2013. Remember what I previously said. Obama will someday attack Iran in order to show how tough he is.
To show how tough he is.
Hold
Probably because he's got small hands.
November 10. Oh, little hands. November 10. Not to be confused with Little Arms. Rest of dead. John McCain. I said that. Little Arms. Remember that I predicted a long time ago that President Obama will attack Iran because of his inability to negotiate properly. Not skilled.
No.
Not skilled
negotiator.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
My thing was, if you took the proper noun Obama and replace it with the
Trump,
with the pronoun I.
Now that my poll numbers are in tailspin, watch for me to launch a strike in Libya or Iran. I see what you did there. I am desperate. You know what? I'm gonna go back.
Desperate.
Hey, let's play a game. In order to get elected, real Donald Trump will start a war with Iran. Now that my numbers are on the tailspin, watch for me to launch a strike in Libya and Iran. I am desperate. Don't let me play the Iran card in order to start a war in order to get elected. Be careful, fellow Republicans. I predict that I will at some point attack Iran in order to save face. Remember what I previously said? I will someday attack Iran in order to show how tough I am.
Show how tough I am.
I should say how tough I is. That's even better.
Okay,
how tough I is. That's even better. Remember that I predicted a long time ago that I will attack Iran because of my inability to negotiate properly, not skill. Ooh, that's good. That's good, Joe. That's real good. That's real good. Anybody out there know the God Obama? We should have him do this.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome.
That's pretty good. I'm glad I found that. I was about to close out the show and found a little more joy for y'all. A little more joy.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, and we didn't talk about it, but allegedly our president is a rapist, but we already knew that.
just a little cherry on top of you guys.
Little cherry. And allegedly the woman that is alleging that he raped her, he never met, even though there's a picture of him with her and at that time her husband together. But he never met her. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. And fuck everybody that voted for this nigga.
Yeah. Once again.
Okay. Now we have officially covered everything that we came to cover. So y'all good? Y'all feel y'all had a chance to say y'all proper piece?
Yes, I had a chance to vent on, the few Caucasians out there that are, in my opinion, no good.
Hey, and don't forget though, there are some foot shuffling niggas out. I'm sorry, we trying to do better. Negroes out there that voted for Trump too. So don't.
Oh yeah. I won't forget you, Uncle Tom's either.
And there's some foot shuffling Negroes who didn't go vote because somewhere between it don't matter and Bill Cosby's about to buy NBC. I don't know. That's what I get out of a lot of these debates. I don't know what they got to do with anything, but sometimes Bill Cosby gets brought up.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, what about you, brother Joe?
Right. Oh man, I think we had a nice little discussion. What I am going to do in the editing process though is a couple weeks ago, like I said, I've been bored. I've been trying to find ways to entertain myself. But I've been recording some music with my daughters on it. And so my youngest daughter did a song a couple weeks ago. It was at the end of one of the episodes. It was kind of related to Rodger made a statement, and I felt like what my daughter said was kind of a response to it. So I kind of put it in there at the end, just a little tag to it, you know what I'm saying? So what I did is when my other daughter came home from France, she also made a song, so I wanted to give her equal play. And so when I go ahead and edit this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and tag that on the end too. So enjoy that.
All right.
And who out there say black daddies don't matter? Punch y'all in the face.
Happy Juneteenth, by the way.
Happy Juneteenth.
Oh, yes. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
And none of you niggas getting reparations. So those two go hand in hand.
It is full circle.
Full circle. Happy Juneteenth. No reparations for y'all. And your president's a dickhole. So yeah. Man. I ain't got nothing else to say. So as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, 10 Meters, Big Anthony, Casey Stork here, Negro Rockin' Podcast. Not much to say. We out.
I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. The fresh trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. The fresh trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. The French trip. I see a purple dress and a jacket. And I see a hat. If I could, I would pack it. I see those pants over there looking really nice, and I know that I would wear them, but not tonight. So I see that shirt over there, and I'm like, that might be good to wear. I saw the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower and the Champs-Elysees, so now I can say, hey, I did that day. Floated by the Notre Dame on a boat ride. It was really cool when we floated by. While in France, I did some pretty cool things. Now I'm happy to be back home with family. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. The French trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. The French trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. The French trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. The French trip. Merci maman et papa pour l'aider-moi à aller en France et ma famille d'accueil pour prendre une chance sur moi.